This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Got a car to sell but no time to waste? Hop on to Carvana.com to get a real offer for your car in seconds. All you have to do is enter your license plate, answer a few quick questions, and if you accept the offer, Carvana will pay you as soon as you hand the keys over. They even offer same-day pickup in many cities. Save your time, score some cash, and sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times vary. Fees may apply.
Welcome to a new episode of Welcome to a new episode of But Am I Wrong?
Hey, starting off good with being wrong. And we've cleared it out. Now we're never going to be wrong, but everybody else is.
Megan, that's just going to be cut out.
Well, no, because I did such a funny little intro. Okay. Do it again.
Welcome.
Do you need your mushroom coffee? You good?
I didn't have any today.
Yeah, I can tell.
Welcome to a new episode of But Am I Wrong?
Welcome, welcome. It's a podcast where we two people who have quite literally not once ever been wrong. Not even recently. Not even a little bit. Not even in the edit of this. Not even any of it. We are going to tell when other people are wrong. Not like psychically, but sometimes psychically. Speaking of...
It will be psychic today.
I love when that happens. Speaking of us being psychic, someone DM'd me with something that I was like, I'm addicted to this because, thank you, I'm feeling validated. And they said, I just have to say that your intuition with people is scary good. I've noticed it before, but this season of Love Island just confirmed it for me. I'll be following your lead from now on. I'm like, I love that. I felt good about that.
Validated and seen.
Exactly. The Gina Rodriguez of it all. Well, welcome to a podcast from two people who don't fuck with Gina Rodriguez. Do you fuck with Gina Rodriguez? You shouldn't.
Let us know why.
Sure. There's no good reason.
I want to know why.
Unless you're like, I don't fuck with Gina Rodriguez. The only time I fuck with Gina Rodriguez is because she happens to be in Someone Great. And you should know that on this podcast, we give everybody a pass to not separate the art from the artist. You can separate Someone Great from Gina Rodriguez because that movie is so fantastic.
Good. I want to watch it again.
I've been telling Moss because he's never seen it, which is odd because we only really watch movies together. Like
I know that's why I made that face. So when did you? I mean, it did come out years ago,
and so when it came
out, I was like living upstairs at the apartment. That was a long time ago.
And I had strep when it came out. So I was like sick when I watched it. And I watched it like, I think I literally watched it like 3 days in a row. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was like 2018, 2019. Yeah. And so he wasn't home. I was middle of the day when I watched it. And I was like, this is phenomenal. And I keep making him watch the trailer. And he goes, I feel like this is going to make me sad. I was like, yeah, but in a nostalgic kind of way.
Yeah,
like,
it's, there are sad elements to it, but it's not a sad movie.
No. And it's like, it just...
actually is quite uplifting, to be honest.
It just like, it feels so like real life and like it's very good acting. Everything about it's like so good that I'm like, no, it doesn't feel like escapism. Like it feels like nostalgia bottled up in a movie. And so like that's part of, but we should watch it. So I will work on convincing him. Actually, I'll just tell him we're watching it and he'll go, sounds great.
I was going to say, what kind of convincing do you have to do?
Absolutely none. We can do whatever I want to. And that's how it should be in your relationship. Anyways, so we have 3 different segments on the show. We will explain each one before we get into it. But what you really need to know is we want you to participate. And you can participate in a multitude of ways. But most importantly, you can vote on who you think was wrong in each of the segments. So we post stories over on Instagram, add them to a highlight as soon as I do that. So you can check there, vote in the polls, and then respond to the stories. The DMs are open there. And reply to each one of those and tell us why you voted the way you did, your thoughts, your feelings, and we will read them all aloud on our See You Next Tuesday episode. We'll read the results along with why you voted the way you did.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Shall we get into the first segment?
I think we should.
The first segment is called But Am I Wrong? And that's when we pick something from our lives that we have a hot take on, or we just want to talk about, we want to rant, or we could have specifically been wrong. But I don't think we've done one of those in a while.
Yeah.
It's just more fun the other way.
Exactly.
But also sometimes I just don't want to share things from my life. Or there are things that I want to share, but like I can't put my name on it.
Yeah. Give us some time.
Yeah. So mine this week, I want to start by taking you back to a very mundane, yet surprisingly prophetic phone call I had with my sisters yesterday. Meghan and Melanie, not this Meghan, but my sister Meghan, they work very close to each other. So they've been riding to and from work together.
Carpool.
And then they put me on speaker. So we all just have a little chat while they're leaving work. So we were doing what sisters do, talking about our weekend. And I specifically brought up the Sparks game. And somehow this conversation took a sharp, unexpected turn, and we landed on the topic of the absolute worst place to take your side if you're Black, fill in the blank. But if you're not a side dude, for everyone else, we're talking about side dudes. And my immediate response was, any place with cameras is just dumb. And in this day and age, let's be real, everyone has a camera, your phone, the venue security, even your grandma's doorbell. So my advice to anyone contemplating such a class-destined activity is, you better not leave the rented place that you're in. Stay hidden, stay safe, stay out of the public eye. Fast forward to this morning.
Oh, this happened after?
Yeah.
Oh my God, because I literally had this written down for one of my options to talk about because I know what you're about to say, but you're saying the conversation with your sisters happened.
Yeah, we had this yesterday. I hadn't seen it yet.
Okay, that's so funny.
So fast forward to this morning. I wake up and I'm scrolling through my feeds. And what do I see? News that went down at the Coldplay concert. And let me tell you, the irony is not lost on me. It was almost as if the universe decided to give me a live demonstration of exactly what we were just discussing. So for those who might not know, you might have missed the drama unfolding. Here's the scene. Coldplay concerts are known for their incredible atmosphere. I didn't know people love Coldplay like this.
The way that I kind of think I have to go to a Coldplay concert now because the way that people react to this. Also, why are there multiple news stories? I can think of things happening at a Coldplay concert. I go, the man who sings Sparks and the scientist, shit's going on. Like, I don't know what it, if it's like some experience that happens to people there that I think we need to go.
Yeah, I do too. And part of it often involves big screens where they pan the camera across the audience, showing the happy fans' faces. And they zoom in on various couples. People are singing along, just enjoying the moment. Then the camera lands on this particular couple. They appear to be in their 50s. Their photos on their website look younger. I don't know what's going on here, AI. They appear to be in their 50s. They're snuggled up, looking all cozy, romantic, enjoying the music. Huh?
Touchy.
Very touchy. Like all up in the titties, to be honest. You can almost hear the collective awes in the crowd when we land on this couple, but then it happens. The man not only ducks down, but drops to his knees and crawls away. And it's like he's trying to become the stadium floor. And the woman, she turns away and tries to completely disappear from the frame. There's also another woman next to her that she's like elbowing, who's just like embarrassingly laughing and trying to cover her face. And Chris Martin, ever the observant front man,
I can really see why him and Dakota Johnson were together.
sees this live on the big screen, and with his charismatic charm, he quips to the audience, either they're having an affair or they're really shy. The crowd chuckles, oblivious to the true, delicious scandal unfolding before them. And this, my friends, leads to my new, very hot take. If you're cheating on your spouse, please, for the love of all that is holy, do it in a large venue with cameras, preferably at a globally televised concert. Why? Because that is how you get the proper dragging you deserve on the internet. That is how you receive the public accountability that a private, hushed affair often avoids. Because what we later discovered about this particular couple was a masterclass in poor judgment. Not only do they work at the same company, but he is the CEO, married with 2 kids. His name is Andy Byron. And he is apparently hooking up with Kristen Cabot, the CPO, Chief People Officer, which that means she's head of HR. The person responsible for upholding company ethics, policies, and presumably a healthy work environment. So talk about an awkward meeting they're having not only at home, but at work, which I'm guessing everybody at work already knew was going on.
That's why she's giggling.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, finally.
And they're also probably doing this on the company dime. This was probably paid for by the company as a work outing. So to all you potential married cheaters out there, I implore you, be stupid, please. Don't hide in the shadows. Don't be discreet. Go to the big game. Hit up the popular concert. Dance under the flashing lights of a public venue. Because when you do, you're not just risking your marriage. You're providing invaluable content for the rest of us and ensuring that your reckless choices receive the wide public exposure they so richly deserve. Thank you.
I wrote this down to talk about as well, because I also want to give it like big kudos, Chris Martin. Give your cameraman a raise for not dropping the frame. Like,
yes.
We literally, when Melissa said that man like stopped, dropped, and rolled, like he wasn't even fully out of frame. Like we're watching the top of his head at the bottom, and like they're not moving the camera. So like literally,
they didn't cut away. The director didn't cut away. Yeah,
nope,
it was perfect.
Stay the fuck on that. And I would like to tie it to someone else, another prolific cheating scandal that also had a concert appearance that was the beginning of their demise, which is Ned Fulmer and his employee Alex at a Harry Styles concert where fans saw them because, by the way, your demographic, and for them, this couple at the Coldplay concert, clearly your demographic, you have 3 employees there, and this was definitely on the company dime, but also you're middle-aged. That is Coldplay's primo concert-going audience. Yeah. Like, the idea that you're not going to be, that this is like, oh, we're totally in the clear, like, we're all good here. It's just so funny because it reminds me so much of Ned. Ned at the Harry Styles concert, and then being like, oh my God, I got caught.
Same exact position, too. Mm-hmm. Hand in the titties.
Yep. And they literally took pictures with fans. And I'm like, insane to me. But I just think it's, I like when this happens at sports games, like, you know, in general.
When they have the kiss cam and then people are hiding away.
Like, there's
how dumb are you? Like, I just
dumb.
don't understand.
So dumb. Like, It's so point blank, so dumb. And I know people be like, oh, that's embarrassing for the significant other who gets to see it. No, I think it's more important for it to, it's not embarrassing for the person who's being cheated on. It's embarrassing for the person who's doing the cheating.
Yes.
And not having like a public shaming aspect of that. Lovely.
It also helps you like cope with like, I wasn't being paranoid. Like everybody saw this.
Oh, yeah. And this is also why we say, everyone, HR is not your friend.
No.
This is why we say that.
No.
HR is not your friend, because you're like, should I tell HR that like I'm dating someone at my company? HR is fucking the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because they're there to protect the company. That is this man's company.
Yeah.
She is there to protect him.
Just protect and serve.
Yeah.
And it's getting nasty. I do feel bad for their children. I hope their children are not on social media.
Yeah.
Also, now knowing that I want to go to a Coldplay concert, I'm obviously mad you cheated on me. I'm more mad that you didn't invite me to the Coldplay concert.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you had to cheat on me. Also, they definitely, like, smoke a doobie ahead of time. You know? Like, it's giving that, like, cool night out. And it's definitely, like, love it.
All right, we're going to take a break. And when we get back, we'll get into Meghan's. Is the state of the U.S. making you want to escape?
Yes. And you can take the first step and learn the language before you go. Who makes it easy, Melissa?
BAIW makes it easy.
We are so happy that we have a new sponsor. It is BAIW, and not to fangirl too hard. We begged BAIW. We said, BAIW, BAIW, we need you.
Our audience wants you and needs you and asked us, hey, who do you guys recommend for languages?
And we're happy to say, it's BAIW.
Not only do sometimes I want to escape, but I also want to stay here and talk to the people here on the ground, especially in our state of California. So I want to brush up and make my Spanish stronger. I took Spanish throughout school. I took Spanish and French, but I really, really need to strengthen my Spanish. What about you?
Spanish is the language that I grew up in California. So like that is like you said, like from the time that I could talk, like the names of different streets. It was so like ingrained, handcrafted by over 200 language experts. Yeah, they are voiced by, get ready, voiced by real native speakers.
Real people.
Oh, and they're built with science-backed cognitive tools like spaced repetition and interactive features to fit any learning style. I'm a big fan of BAIW games. This girl loves a game.
We both love games.
And like the sentence building stuff. So having it be in like a game format makes me feel, it doesn't make me feel like I'm learning. It doesn't make me feel like I'm being scolded in school. I'm just like learning something new, but I'm mostly playing a game.
We want you to learn another language. So we're teaming up with BAIW to give you 55% off subscriptions, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/don'tblameme.
Get up to 55% off at babbel.com/don'tblameme, spelled BABBEL.com/don'tblameme.
Babbel.com/don'tblameme.
Rules and restrictions may apply.
HelloFresh is going to help me enjoy my summer more because I will spend less time looking for groceries, trying to figure out like what I'm going to eat. It's just delivered straight to me, and it makes things so much easier so I can be outside basking in the sun.
Spending less time in the kitchen, more time eating delicious things, and having a great time, which is all what summer's about. This summer, HelloFresh has made it even easier to enjoy delicious, healthy, and homemade quality meals with their new ready-made meals. These heat-and-go HelloFresh meals are chef-crafted, flavorful dishes, ready in, guess how many minutes? Oh, it's just 3. So you can dig in and go do summer right.
My mouth is already watering looking at this Southwest-inspired chicken bowl and the stir-fried udon with pulled pork and veggies. There's also a creamy Alfredo truffle pasta and an Indian-inspired chicken paired with turmeric rice. Drool. These are all ready to eat after a quick spin in the microwave.
We love HelloFresh. We have sung their praises for so long. I have to give a shout out though. The Mushu pork lettuce wraps. changed my life. Absolutely so good. I think it has to be one of my favorites I've ever had. Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/blameme10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life.
That's hellofresh.com/blameme10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box.
HelloFresh.com/blameme10fm. One per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
It can be overwhelming to manage a business, especially when you're first starting out. Your to-do list just keeps growing every day with new tasks, and that list can easily begin to overrun your life. Finding the right tool not only helps you out, but can simplify problems you haven't even encountered yet. And for millions of businesses, that tool is Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify can help you easily build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. Shopify.com/realm.
And it is time for my hot take. And my hot take is you should have at least one ship in the harbor at a time. Now, you're going to have to walk with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I think having one ship, as in relationship, a couple you ship together, I think is healthy and important for us as a society and as people. First, it provides whimsy. It's fun. It's lighthearted. This is a good time. By the way, you can't be involved in any of your ships. It cannot be I ship me and Harry Styles, because that, my dear, is delusion. It also should feel reminiscent to childhood. It's keeping in touch with your younger self. Your younger self who's like, oh my God, I want to be invited to Bert and Ernie's wedding. Like, it gives you that same sort of feeling that you used to have, like living for the new Tiger Beat magazine, seeing Nick and Miley together. Also, it's all positivity. In terms of these kinds of ships, whether we are shipping someone in real life, which I will say gets a little bit dicier, or fictional characters, in this, I'm telling you, we're only talking about the good stuff here. We're only talking about the good stuff. I'm not saying you need to be shipping Bennifer.
Julia.
Who?
Julia. You did it again.
I got it. It took a second. I have blocked it out so well. It's actually impressive. And so it brings an aspect of positivity to your day, something to like look forward to, just to like think about, maladaptive daydream of like, oh, all of these things, blah, blah, blah. Then it's also about love. And you know what the world needs more of? Love, sweet love. Next, creativity. The kids are not all right. The kids have been left behind. And AI is absolutely wrecking cognitive abilities, your memory, your recall, your all of those things. But you know what we need for that? Sure, Sudoku would also be great. Creativity. This is something that you can think, whether it's, I'm going to read a fanfic about, I can only really think of my ships. So like Bridgerton, I'm going to go read a fanfic of this, or I'm going to go read
Anthony and Kate.
Yes, I was thinking about the first one, so I was trying to not just pick all of my personal ships. I was trying to...
But, like, why?
Well, that's the thing. I was trying to be more inclusive to other people, but unfortunately, I can't think beside the ones I care about.
Why would you skip over the best?
Well, because I was also going to finish with reading my ships in order of my marking of my life.
Okay.
And so it gives you, like, a creative outlet, whether that's like, I want to write a fanfic with this, or I just want to, like, imagine this, or whatever. And imagining all of these things of like so fun and so lovely, that creativity, it can make him go, maybe I want to read a new book. Maybe I want to do this or whatever. It gets you in that creative bag. And as two people who are creatives, once you get in there, it starts expanding. You want to do other things. You want to try other things. That, good for the brain, good for the noggin. Not finally. Next, it gives you a break in your day. So your Apple Watch might say, stand up, take a walk around, do that, whatever. And you might feel like the constant slog of work. What if you closed your eyes and you just thought about your ship for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
It removes you from reality in a positive way. Not in a way that AI does, not in a way that ayahuasca does. In a way that you can snap back into work. You don't have to detox from it. You don't have to shit your brains out. You don't have to none of those things. You can just dip in, dip out. It's a healthy level of delusion, which breeds confidence. A healthy level of delusion also breeds success because you have to be a little delusional in order to have the confidence to be successful. You don't just fall into it. And finally, I think being a part of a collective or a community, a pre-existing ship, teaches us about the power of a community, the power of our voice, which can lead to the power of our vote. Grassroots organizing, voting, presidency, and specifically advocating for the happiness that... I'm going to get there.
No, I'm like, are you specifically talking about Scandal now?
No,
but
that's
what they do.
That was quite good because it is a gateway. Like when you become so passionate about a ship and all of it, and you realize all the energy, the work, the creativity, the fact that you having a adoration for this real or fictional couple has made you a better person. You a better person, you more successful, you more creative. You think, what could I harness this power to do? And that is to get a woman in the White House. And that is to save democracy. I just think if we start this, we'll never have to stop. You start running and we have snowballed into something beautiful. And I think that it's good for us. It's healthy. And I endorse this message.
You don't have to pull my leg by any means. My fan fiction that I have written has gotten me 2 writing jobs.
Exactly.
I just changed the names of what I'm doing. And then,
look at all those Harry Styles fucking movies. Yeah,
there's so many Harry Styles movies that have been professionally made. I also love the communities that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not part of the OLITs because, no, I feel like that's on a different level. But everything Olivia and Fitz.
Oh, I never actually heard anyone say that out loud. I've only ever read it.
I had to, and I took a chance.
No, I think that's probably how it's said. I just have never thought about how you say it out loud.
Yeah. But they do have grassroots campaign where they are on the trail, and then you add it in real or fictional. They blur the lines. And why did she on the man that Scott Foley's birthday? She is literally shading him. It was yesterday. I don't know if you saw it 2 days ago. She's literally shading him on his birthday. Kerry Washington.
In a like an Olivia, like a flirty way, or in like a...
Please just go look.
I'm looking.
And read it for the
class. In honor of Scandal being new to Netflix, and of course... No,
it needs to be on Scott Foley's birthday one. Is that his post?
Yeah.
Okay.
In honor of Scandal being new to Netflix and available on Hulu, and of course, Scott Foley's birthday today, but seriously, holy freaking #airball. Told him I have a powerful ex-boyfriend. He said, like, he's famous, holy airball, and it's Fitz. Happy birthday, love you.
Why would you do that on his birthday?
Because she is Olivia Pope. Like, that is the most Olivia Pope coded thing ever. And, like, here's the thing, like, Kerry Washington, beautiful, wonderful, talented lady. If you didn't watch Scandal and get involved in any of this and enjoy the ship, you'd miss these jokes years down. And it is just so important. And I just think that, like, I really do think we could save America if we focused on caring about, because, like, ultimately, you know what we need in America? We need people to care about other people more. And if I need to start with getting you to care about a fictional fucking couple or a real couple on a reality show that you love, I think we can snowball that to you caring about other people. And then we've solved world hunger.
My fictional couple that I love the most.
So I wanted to ask you, do you have like a timeline of like your youngest one you remember?
I'm not telling my couple because then you can find my very successful fan fiction that I've written.
No, but like as a child, did you have like, or even like younger?
My couple was Fran and Mr. Sheffield on The Nanny.
Okay.
And then actually it would have been Lois and Clark first.
Okay.
From Superman. Those are really my only two big ships except for my big ship.
So you'd say you have 3 big ships.
My 3 big ships.
Did you have any ships that you've like left out to pasture?
If I did, I've completely forgotten about them. They've
sunk.
just been wiped from my memory.
Titanic. Down there at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
You don't hold a single sail for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only like read fan fiction for these 3, my big 3 here.
And that's like the couples that you're like, I'm invested to a point where it's not just when I'm watching it. I've like left the premise of the consuming of this content, and it's taking up my off hours.
Yeah. So my off hours, like I don't really think about Lois and Clark and
but
when I say Lois and Clark, I'm specifically talking about Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman, or the nanny anymore. I only think about my other ship.
But at a point you used to.
Huh?
But at a point you did.
Yeah, at a point I did. But now I'm at the point but now I might be adding in the new Lois and Clark.
This is exciting. A brand new ship. We're getting ready to set sail.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ironing the masts, whatever they're called.
Yeah. I don't know any of that terminology, but thank you for floating along. Yeah.
I'm trying. My grandma lived in Connecticut. I'm doing my best.
So what are yours?
So I have literally I can mark my childhood between these things because this also is so indicative of me because I'm not someone who likes a lot of people. I'm you're hot, gorgeous, wonderful. But if I have a crush on you, I'm going to like you for a long period of time. And then I'll move on and I'll like someone else for a long period of time. I don't have a lot of crushes that withstand. So to me, this is very representative of that. So my first ship was, and still is to this day, Ron and Hermione. Ron and Hermione are so important to me, have always been so important to me. I have loved forever. I could tell you the page that they kiss on in the final book, 525. Ooh, I don't know it anymore. I think it's 525. But I love it. I have read and written so much. That was my fanfic. And sure, did I do self-insert fanfics? Yes. But again, I have to reiterate, a self-insert does not count in this ship because that can lead to something much unhealthier. This leads to the saving of democracy. They're different. So Ron and Hermione, nothing came close. I read Divergent, I read Twilight, and I was like, ooh, nothing. Finally, I read The Hunger Games, and Katniss and Peeta have taken over.
You're actively back in?
Well, so this is what
sparked
all of this.
Are they in it in the new book?
No, they're in the epilogue of the one I just read.
Okay.
Because the last book was Haymitch, who's the guy who trained them for the Hunger Games. And so then it's his aging on, and then he talks about them for literally a sentence. And it, of course, brought me to tears. So Katniss and Peeta, deeply important to me. I would also, this is me crowdsourcing. If anyone has any good Katniss and Peeta fanfic, I have struggled to find good Katniss and Peeta fanfic. Okay? And I want good fanfic.
She wants them fucking.
Yeah, watch the Patreon. We're doing a video. Well, here's the thing. They spend a lot of time in the woods. I would love if those two people had a bed.
That's all I know about them, so that's all I can tell you.
Well, just know at the end, they finally get out of the woods.
Are they dead?
They build a house in the woods. No, they're alive.
Okay.
Next, we get to, I would say, a ship that is in my dock. I have not yet it fully set sail because, unfortunately, the creator of this ship said, I'm not going to give you enough wind to power these sails. And that is Queen Charlotte, Bridgerton. And it is hard for me to let this ship out of the dock because you gave me one season and that was it. Was it so beautiful? Do I think about it often? Do I cry? Do I want to rewatch it all the time? Have I seen such good chemistry like that? Because this is a big jump between fucking Katniss and Peeta to Bridgerton. I didn't have any new ships because nothing even came close to that. And then Queen Charlotte. This is also my petition. I need another season. I would love to I would love to set this ship to sail. I just need a little bit more wind beneath my wings. And then finally, I am back in my game. And I have to say, the only reason why I can do this is because I'm experienced with ships. This cannot be your first ship. It is a real life couple. And I am reining myself in. And it's Nick and Andrea, and that's all I'm going to say.
And I said on Friday that was weird.
And it is. But I do think that I can be an exception to the rule. First of all, they love it. They're like, we're huge. We love that everybody loves it. So sweet. I also think that I will never go too far because A, I am a public figure. I understand what it's like to be like on like parasocial relationships, like online, people knowing things about you, you not knowing things about them. But also I have a wonderful, lovely relationship. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, I can't get lost in the sauce the way where someone's like, my parents are divorced and everything around me crumbles. It's the only good relationship I see. Yikes. No. My parents are already divorced. So I'm just like,
was it a good relationship to see anyway?
Should have done it first. Should have done it early. Should have never gone together to begin with. So for me, I'm like, this is only for the well-experienced can you ship a real life couple. And that couple needs to not be so attainable, you know?
You're trying to get them on this podcast.
Hey, it's not me. I didn't tag them. Blame everybody in the comments.
Yeah, but you said tag them.
No, I didn't. Someone else said tag them. I didn't say it.
Okay.
I really didn't. The only thing someone said was, how do we get this to happen? And all I said was, I have to tell Melissa on it first. And then you said, you can have a Wednesday.
Yep. And Coco can tag in for me.
Mm-hmm. Coco, we will have to have a pre-screening meeting, though, because Coco was not a Nicolandria voter.
Mm.
And I need to make sure that Nicolandria is in a room of fans.
Okay. Well, guess I can't be there at all then.
No. I'm trying to think of maybe if she was in a sorority.
Who?
Alandria.
Oh.
She went to Tuskegee. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. If she was an AK, whatever, I would already know.
Oh, okay. So she's not.
People would already be talking.
Oh, I feel like I probably already would have known too, considering quite quickly I went Serena.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's mine. I would love to know what your ships are. And just remember, your ship is a boat. It's the wind beneath your wings. There's water. It sets you sail. If your ship just brings you despair and or does not motivate you to seek out creativity, all of those things, abandon ship. Abandon ship. Do not go down with that ship.
Okay.
And I can't wait to hear what your ships are.
Mary's going to have some weird werewolf stuff.
Of course she is.
And then
ship
Jenny's going to have like some
fairy and like 3-headed beast.
Yep. I was going to say a 3-headed beast.
Yes. A 3-headed beast with like a 9-pronged dick. That's going to be that. And there's going to be like a milkmaid or at least someone wearing a milkmaid style skirt that's hiked up with sensible boots.
Yeah.
Erica's going to say that she's above ships. She would like never participate in this. But then we find out that like she like really loves like some random characters from like Suits or something or like White Collar.
It'll be like years from now because I never told anybody about my things until years later when I start profiting from them.
And a good ship, literally, look at all these people. Like you can make money off of a good ship. Anne Hathaway just started a movie that was someone's ship. Now again, that was a self-insert, and I do need people to know that's where it gets really fucking dicey. And I will also say, if you have a history, and I'm not even being sarcastic, if you have a history of like mental illness, please do not participate in that level. Because like that is not most often healthy. And it is fearful for when you are doing that with real life people. But if you want to write a fake book partner who like doesn't exist in the real world, isn't based off anyone in the real world, and then write you in it, sure. That's just maladaptive daydreaming.
Yeah. This was fun.
I'm so glad. This was like my long shot. If I was like, oh, maybe if I don't do the Chris Martin one, I'll do this. Yeah. Where was this? Florida, San Francisco?
They look
Ohio.
Burnt.
I know. I wondered if maybe they were on a work trip. So that's
I think they used it. I think it was a work trip that they.
I mean, like
out of company
money, city or something.
Out of city, yeah.
Because they felt safe being in public there, so it makes me think they're a little farther.
Yep. Okay, well, we're gonna take a break, and when we get back, we'll get into your "But Am I Wrong?"
When it comes to makeup, I'm a less is more kind of person. I wish I had the patience to do a full face all the time, but since that's just how I am, I always make sure that the few products I am using are the best quality. And my go-to place to find those holy grails is Thrive Cosmetics. Thrive Cosmetics makes certified 100% vegan and cruelty-free products that you can depend on for everything from simple daily wear to show-stopping self-expression. And it's all made with clean, skin-loving ingredients, high-performance and trademarked formulas, and uncompromising standards. And it's beauty that gives back. For every product purchased, Thrive Cosmetics makes a donation towards 8 major causes, including those impacted by cancer, homelessness, and social justice organizations. It feels good knowing that I can support a company dedicated to giving back to causes that matter to me. And it doesn't hurt that I'm a huge fan of their Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. It comes in 5 shades that last all day without clumping, smudging, or flaking. I really love that it looks like lash extensions, but you don't have to deal with the damaging glue or salon prices. Plus, at the end of the day, it slides right off with warm water and a washcloth. No soap required. So there's no wonder why it has over 40,000 5-star reviews, including mine. Try your new trusty favorites with an exclusive set for our listeners. New customers can get the Liquid Lash Extensions mascara and a mini-sized brilliant eye brightener at a special set price with free shipping, available at thrivecosmetics.com/thrive. Or save more with 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/thrive. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/thrive for 20% off your first order.
Enter the world of sports the way you want with EA Sports College Football 26. Whether you rise through the ranks as a coach or chase greatness from high school recruit to Heisman, build your legacy and wear your colors with pride. Buy College Football 26 now at go.ea.com/MVP-bundle and bring glory home today. EA Sports College Football 26 is rated E for everyone. Includes in-game purchases, including random items.
Hi, welcome to IKEA.
This is my college campus.
Correct, but I see you're on IKEA.com ordering some college items.
My daughter's room is pretty bare. We need a lamp, some comfy pillows, her favorite stuffy.
Dad!
With pickup options, we've got what you need to conveniently order IKEA. Literally anywhere.
Sweet. More time for gaming.
And studying. Wait, where are you going now?
Got to show the ultimate Frisbee team how easy it is to order from IKEA. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however you want. Choose from thousands of pickup locations, affordable delivery options, and more.
All right, so we're back for But Are You Wrong? That's when y'all write into butamiwrongpod@gmail.com, or you can fill out the form, or you can send in a voice memo. Keep it to 300 words or less, or 3 minutes or less, and we can have a good little kiki talking about what's wrong in your life. Today we have a non-traditional one.
We love non-tradition.
Mm-hmm. So it says, this isn't a typical but am I wrong situation, and I'm not asking if I was wrong. I'm asking if I'm cursed. Not in a life-ruining way, more like a petty, slow burn curse. Something like, I hope you keep running into your exes forever. I'm 27 female, have lived in the same metro area, approximately 1 million people my whole life, and have 3 exes here. I have been happily with my current boyfriend for 4 years. Emotionally, this doesn't bother me. It's just weird. High school ex. The only one I truly hate. We dated from 16 to 19 and worked together the entire time, even after we broke up. We finally stopped working together after college. 2 years ago, I started seeing him everywhere. Bike trails, grocery store, river path. Turns out he and his wife live a quarter of a mile from our house. I see them a few times every month. Then the college ex, dated for a year when I was 20. He was also my neighbor, so post-breakup sightings made sense for a while. But even after moving, I've randomly run into him enough to know that he's still with the girl he started dating after me, and they're having a baby. Bonus weirdness, I follow a photographer who posted both his and my high school ex's weddings, shot on back-to-back weekends on the same day. Felt pointed.
Wow. I think you might be cursed, girl.
Post-college ex, met on Bumble. He told me on our first date that he hates wine. We were at a wine bar. We dated approximately 9 months. He moved out of state, to my current boyfriend's hometown, no less. But I've seen him twice since. Both times at my favorite local wine bar. One that didn't even exist when we dated. Yeah. This is odd. What do you have? What's your aura like?
Did you date anybody else for like one date in between? Like, is this like confirmation bias? Is this like, well, it's kind of crazy that it's happened 4 times, but is it like 4 times out of 4 times? Or is it like 4 times out of like 15? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Because like, I will be real with you. 4 out of 15 is still kind of too much.
I'm thinking about all my exes, and I'm trying to think of the last time I've seen these men.
Well, one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But like,
this is a really good advertisement for our Patreon. And there's a lot of nonverbal communication going on because these 2 girls know that they're recording a podcast.
Yes, but like, that was one out of, but I don't see I don't see them.
What? Who else?
I don't see them. And I've been going out a lot more lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you the names of most people.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't even share a lot of them.
No, the only one I know. It'd be really weird if I didn't know. Like, it would actually be quite rude if I
that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense because I didn't know that you ever dated this person until afterwards.
And I wouldn't even include that person anymore. Like, they're not, they are what they are, but they're like not.
No, yeah. No, without a doubt. Again, I didn't even know you dated this person. When I found out, I was like, what?
Yeah.
You had dated, broken up by the time that I figured it out. And I knew both of you at that time. And I had no idea. I was like, whoa, what?
Other people knew. I don't know why. I guess we weren't that close.
But then. I was also focused on knowing another relationship that nobody else knew about, that I knew, that I was like, this is definitely happening. So I was keeping tabs on the one that I knew nobody was keeping tabs on. And hey, that was smart of me.
Yeah.
My finger was on the pulse. This, this feels suspicious. I will say, if you are like genuinely, if you like know anybody, if you think there's like an actual like legitimate concern that like witchcraft has been involved, we do have someone we can like, you know who you are. Reach out. Let us know. Do you think that
they have been
cursed? And or is there a curse that could do this? And even if you're like, no, there's no curse that like really could do this in this kind of way. Because like I would think of a curse of like one singular person, like you're having your ex becoming like that one ex who comes back all the time.
It could be somebody that hates the writer and they're like, I want them to always run into their exes. And that's who cursed them.
Yeah. And so then my follow-up question, how do we break the curse?
Yeah.
Blood of a virgin, moonlight water, a charged crystal.
Double, toilet in trouble.
So let us know. And this is objectively wild. The only time, like, I can't imagine how you must feel because for me, I have seen 2 exes, right? 2 exes, people I would call exes, ever. One was on a BuzzFeed video, which was very alarming. 2 was not so alarming because it was at one of our hometown bars and he didn't recognize me. And he goes to me when we were younger.
And he hit on you.
Yeah. And he tried to take me home and I entertained it until I was like, no. And then I was like, that felt primo. But like, I'm also like friends with that person still on Facebook. Like, it's not like deep, like we were 16, like he was 18. I was 16. He was 17. But so this to me, I do think anyone could probably tell you that maybe you do need to move. Like, this is not unheard of. And you've stayed in your entire, when you've had high school, college and life in the same area, you're going to have more relationships and run into more people. But I looked it up to see like what like approximate populations of like a metro area. But so like Jacksonville is about 1 million. That would be crazy to me if you're like, I live in Jacksonville and I ran into my ex this many times. And then San Diego is only like, it's less than 1.5 million. So I'm like, oh, that to me, San Diego, I think of as being smaller. Austin is less than 1 million. San Jose is less than 1 million. Denver, Colorado, 700 something thousand. So
Are you in an area that is like dense? Like, is it where it's like LA, like 1 million people, or like Montana, 1 million people? You know what I mean?
How many miles?
Yeah.
Because you said someone lived, 2.5 miles?
Someone lived a quarter of a mile.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, a quarter of a mile from your house. Is that the first house that's next to your house? Or are there other houses closer than that to you? Because it does sound like you're having small town syndrome. And it just so happens that small town is 1 million people. If it's 1 million people in a small square, like a small mileage range, that makes more sense to me. If it's not that, and you just keep seeing them everywhere, I do think it's time to like maybe just move like a couple bus stops over. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just a couple.
Yeah.
Do you talk to these people? Like I would just pretend I don't know who they are. The photographer thing is fucking taking me out though. That kind of solidified the curse.
Yeah. Who have you wronged or just hates you? A lot of people hate me.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if someone tried to curse me.
Me either.
I could give the cops a couple names.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, if this was a movie, you would need to make amends to break the curse. So if you could come up with a list, or was it supposed to be teaching you a lesson? Like, were you ghosting people and then someone was so hurt by being ghosted that now you will be visited by every ghost of your past? And do you have to make amends and essentially like, when the next time you have a relationship that comes into your life, even like a friendship, that you're like, I just want to ghost them. You're like, no, I have to tell them to their face. Through. I have to finish this. I have to get this done. And then it lifts the curse. So like,
Megan, write this down.
Okay. I want you to know that I do have like 1,500 notes with just like 3 ideas on them. And I need to put them all on one because the one I did find, the other ideas on here is divorce through exorcism, which... is that a storyline or is that an entire plot? Then we have this one I always liked. People who have the same dreams and they meet in their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what the other one is. It says miscasting in a TV show.
Where are your Christmas ones? On a different note?
In another note.
Okay.
So there's one. I just need to figure out what I have named the note.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think you're cursed.
I do think you're cursed. And let us know if you can sign off your likeness if we want to use it. Hey, it's all anonymous. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's 2025. Film and media is dying. This will not be compensated. You just need to do this for the love of the arts, okay? We're not going to give you any money for it, okay? Because everything's being taken over by AI right now, and I need you to take one for the team to save film and television. Please. Please think of it as like a charitable donation in the name of your favorite TV show that got canceled. Just think of it like that.
Yeah. So many of our faves got canceled.
I got sent it no less than 100 times.
Yeah, me.
No, you were the first one.
I should be number one because I was getting them straight from when I woke up like at 5 o'clock in the morning from Variety.
And then I was devastated. But then, of course, people didn't know that you already sent it to me. So then I got about 100 others rolling in and I know. Okay.
Yeah. At least the thing that Quinta said about Abbott Elementary was taken out of context. So at least
to the point where they had to set up another interview to be like, can you guys chill?
Yeah.
And also because I'm like, not only is Quinta dealing with the public backlash, Quinta's phone the line is constantly buzzing with people who work for her going, am I going to be without a job?
Yeah.
She goes, that's not what I meant. People are going, should I start applying to grad school?
Work in the summer. That's what she's saying. Go do your other things during the summer.
It's like school.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Now let's get into the next one.
Okay. Hi, ladies. I'm wondering if I'm wrong when it comes to the situation. I'm 29, she, her, turning 30 in November, and all my friends have turned 30 this year or will be 30 in the next few years. I feel like the same epidemic that has taken over bachelorette parties, like how you need it to be a full trip somewhere expensive, crazy outfits, you know those ones, has hit 30th birthday parties. From trips to Vegas to cabin rentals and huge ordeals, it feels like each friend has to outdo the last person's 30th birthday. Don't get me wrong, I love to celebrate my friends, and 30 should be a big deal, but the most recent plan is now a week-long trip to a villa in Greece that is still 2 years out. What happened to a fun night out, a fancy birthday dinner? Is this just my circle or is it happening all over? I need to know if I'm in the wrong for thinking this is too much. I just want to have a fun game night for mine, and I'm afraid that my friends will think that's lame. Thank you. First of all, your friends will thank you.
I'm on the other side of 30, so I can't tell you if this is what people are doing. I don't know. We went out of town for Meghan's, but that's because, like...
Was that my 30th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was because it was like we were freshly vaccinated and we wanted to do something, but wanted to be safe while doing it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also often someone who does do like a let's go either to like a beat, let's go out of town, or let's go to a beat, let's do something like out of the city for my birthday. So like, but not like specifically, oh, for my 30th, it has to be something like this. To me, it sounds like I'm assuming you also either have or will deal with weddings back to back to back, because like I don't have a friend group of people who are all my age or right around that. So that to me, I'm going to say this sounds like your friend group, but also my friend group is not comparable to your friend group because we are not all within the same age range.
And I'll say same with me too.
Yeah.
Like Samantha's not even 30 yet.
Yeah. So like that's, when it's spaced out like that, I will say a villa in Greece for a birthday is fun, but I think like it is a lot to ask of someone. And I do think it's kind to ask for 2 years in advance, but also asking 2 years in advance, it kind of makes it seem like, well, of course you can save up the money to go. Like, what's your excuse if you don't want to go 2 years in advance?
But also like, what if we aren't friends anymore?
You know what I mean? Like, it like you're committing to hopefully you're still friends. And also, even if like you've been friends for years, but hopefully my job situation doesn't change.
You could be friends with someone for decades.
Yeah.
And an
international trip could be what breaks it.
Yep.
And are your flights refundable?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think your friends will think you not doing something like that will be like boring or stupid. If it was me, I'd be like, thank God someone is doing a fucking normal, because like a lot of people think if they spend a lot of money going to someone else's birthday, they're like, well, then I want people to spend money going to my birthday. But they're doing that because they were annoyed that they had to spend money for it's getting to be too much. I couldn't have a friend group this big doing all of this over and over and over again. I'd literally be like, okay, can someone stop now?
Right.
Or why don't we, if we're all turning 30 in this year,
why don't we
plan
have
a group
trip?
Fucking birthday trip?
Yeah.
That's just one for all of our birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also, God forbid, if you tell me that someone has a birthday, God forbid, if somebody has a birthday in December, if somebody has a birthday, more than one person has a birthday in a month or back-to-back month, like that's just, how big is his friend group? This is too much.
This is too much. If you're not middle-aged like me, according to Bree, then please write in and let me know what people are doing for their 30th. Like, is this something that's happening amongst your friend groups? I don't think so. Just based on our Patreon members, I don't think anybody's talking about doing stuff like this.
I want to know if you are all in relationships, long-term or not, and if you are married and or have had like weddings. So like, is this like because I could totally see of like, oh, our larger peer group is planning weddings and like people all come out and spend all this money to do that. I totally understand being like, I'm not in a place of my relationship like that, or I don't ever want to have a wedding. I want to have like a big blow up, like big birthday. I think you should be able to be celebrated like to like a wedding level of that. So that would make sense to me. But like, or is this like an in-between period from, I don't know where you're writing in from, because this would not apply if you were in LA, because this is not the right age timeline. But like, if you're after a wedding before having kids and people are treating it like a last hurrah, kind of like a big spend party sort of a thing. But like, I also think a great way around this is if you want to be, I like love going out of town for my birthday. Like I love that. It doesn't have to be like far anywhere, but like Mats and I for like many years would go to Malibu and then we would go to the beach.
Resort.
I can't. Melissa saw an ad one time. Wasn't it like they had a masseuse there and you saw it without sound on? You said Megan's going to a sex resort?
No, it was like a sex retreat that was happening. It wasn't just that. It was legit a sex retreat.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful resort that
Megan
I guess
likes to go to a sex resort for her birthday.
Megan doesn't even like to make vacation friends. You think she's going to go to a sex resort?
One-on-one.
No.
It was
No.
one-on-one thing. Like, it was a resort itself, but then the things were
objectively, that's
one-on-one.
crazy. I can fuck in my own house. I can also fuck in a regular hotel
Yeah,
room.
but you can't, like, set the mood the way that they were setting the mood.
I don't want that mood. Take it back. Yucky. I don't want sticky. Yuck. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So we used to, when we would go to Malibu, Mods and I would go, like, we would have like a 2-day weekend trip. And you could even do like a one night. But then we would go to the beach in Malibu and then have my friends meet there to do a beach day. So like you can have kind of the best of both worlds without doing everything crazy big like that. And God, whatever happened to shared birthday parties? Me and Ivy used to do that a ton as kids. Love a shared birthday.
I don't.
I'm an only child, so.
Yeah.
I think that was more of a novelty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but let us know. Did you have like a dirty 30? Like what?
I just added dirty 30 because they didn't actually say it, but I put it in the...
Okay, because I was like, damn, we're calling the Grace Helbig movie name for sure.
No,
right?
but dirty 30 is a thing, though.
No, but like the name I
That's what
recognize. So I was like, oh, we're bringing it. This feels like a big trend then, if this is we're using a terminology.
It was a big trend.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's coming back. So let us know.
I just put it there.
No, I know.
30.
I'm asking other people. Is it back for you?
Gotcha.
In your friend groups?
Yeah. But my friends, I have friends that are well in their 40s, and I have one friend that hasn't even turned 30 yet. So my friend group is wide.
Yeah.
But they're also not a group.
That's what I mean. So that's how I also feel too. Like my friends all know each other and are friendly with each other, but like we don't, like, we could hang out as a group and it wouldn't be weird, but like that's not, we don't pair off like that. So
anyways, we're gonna take a break. When we get back, we'll get into But Are They Wrong?
Shopping is hard.
I can never find anything in my size.
I don't even know my size.
I buy my clothes the same place I buy my groceries.
There's a better way. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Just share your size, style, budget, and done. Your personal stylist sends pieces picked just for you.
That was easy.
Stitch Fix. Online personal styling for everyone. Free shipping and returns. No subscription required. Get started today at stitchfix.com.
Your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. And as your vacation maximizationer, I'm going to make sure you hear the maximum sizzle of Comfort Inn's free hot breakfast. Let's get real close. Maximum apple. Now that is fresh crispimization. Maximum waffle. Hear that crunch. And that's maximum coffee. Oh yeah, that's the pour I'm talking about. Breakfast maximized before hitting the road. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
We're back. And you know what time it is?
It is time for But Are They Wrong, where we nominate the worst of the week. They could be a public figure. It could be a politician, someone in the zeitgeist. It could just be truly anything and everything that we think deserves some public shaming.
So, mine is very weird. A teddy bear that looked like it was made out of human skin was found at a Victorville gas station, which is in SoCal, over the weekend. It turned out to be a practical joke. And the person that is suspected of being the Joker has been arrested. So my wrong of the week is Hector Villanueva. He was arrested for suspicion of filing a report to authorities of an emergency, knowing that it was false, and intentionally planting evidence to falsely present it as real, according to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. Incidents such as this take up valuable emergency resources and put the public at risk, possibly delaying response time to legitimate calls for service, according to the release. We would like to thank those that reported the information that was helpful during the investigation for this case. So on Sunday, this past Sunday, well, 2 Sundays ago when you're listening to this, the deputies in Victorville responded to a call at the AM/PM gas station. Deputies found a teddy bear that was made to look like it came from human skin. And then the artist, whose name is Robert Kelly, not to be confused with the Robert Kelly that's in jail, R. Kelly, of Dark Seed Creations, confirmed in a Facebook post that he was the creator of the bear and it had shipped them to one of his Etsy customers in Victorville last week. The bears in the Facebook video Kelly posted were stitched together like a Frankenstein monster with quote unquote human skin and tinged with what appeared to be blood. And then Robert said, "No, I did not have any knowledge of the buyer's intentions, nor was I involved in a prank on the other side of the nation from me." The bear sells for $165 on Etsy and it's now sold out. So, Mr. Hector, why?
So, did he buy it from Etsy?
Mm-hmm. He bought it and then placed it and then called the police and was like, "Hey, there's human skin teddy bear at the gas station." And then like, hee ha ha.
Like, what did he get out of this? Did he go viral? Like,
no, I haven't seen his face anywhere.
Yeah, this feels like an expensive, poorly thought out, quote unquote, prank.
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds like you wasted your money.
Yeah, because it's evidence now.
Yeah, you're not getting it back. Ew.
And you've got to go to court, and you got to arrest it, and you're going to be charged for falsifying a police report and a call.
For something not even fun. Like,
no,
I think we could have done better. I love wasting police time.
Me too, but there's other things we can do.
Yeah, this was expensive and unfortunately not that effective, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
which is weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay, my nomination. My nomination. This is a little complex because, you know what? You know how the I don't really love the phrase "a broken clock is right twice a day," and I wouldn't say this that encompasses this person, but just to give you a little tease, this person is not Gavin Newsom. This person, similar to Gavin Newsom, but Gavin Newsom does a better job, will have every once in a while, we'll say something, right message, wrong messenger. And they will do something. And at the end of the day, this person has a way with words. And sometimes the words are bad. And sometimes the words are bad for good. I would like to nominate Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Conor McGregor DM'd naked dick pics of himself to Azalea Banks.
Okay.
Does this man have a death wish? Does this man want to? So he said,
this is all news to me.
He sent a photo. He's in his closet.
Do you want to explain who he is?
Oh, he's a rapist. He's a boxer. He's been hit in the head so many times. He's a violent, horrible, nasty little man. Emphasis on little. He sends a very sunburned, naked dick pic, including his whole body and his tattoos, in his closet. You know, wide stance. To Azalea
That's
Banks.
Exactly how I pictured it in my head.
He looks like a G.I. Joe. Like, if you took, like, that is the stance. And the caption, or not, the message that goes along with the photo in the DMs, which, by the way, she has to accept this DM. This is not they don't have a DM relationship. Don't be a rat, because all rats get caught. And then sends another one with his face in it this time. And his whole body. His dick. Sunburned. Saying, lifting weights. So.
Is he hitting on her?
Maybe in his own way. So she posts, of course, the screenshots of both of these things.
It's Azalea Banks.
My thing is, methinks you must have wanted these to come out because you sent it to the person who is not going to censor them.
Yeah.
She posted, "How are you going to send a bitch some crooked dick pics, then threaten her not to tell? Tags him, blank. Do you know who the fuck I am?" And then she says, like, "How are you going to sexually harass me with the potato farmer dick and then threaten me to not tell?" honey, ain't you trying to be the president of Ireland? What is it giving, fam? Also, sorry. Also use some fucking sunscreen, damn. And I can't stress that this man is incredibly sunburned. There are some people who are Irish being like, this sucks. I think you are unfamiliar with who Azealia Banks is. This was her being very kind. And she's not trying to protect the Irish, save the Irish. It was just truly so fucking funny to me. And she does this every so often. Did I think that this was going to be the next time? No. And like at the same time, can Azealia Banks, anybody who's like, we need Azealia Banks to stop, she's being enabled by people like Conor McGregor. Yeah. You send her this, you're giving her content.
What was she exposed somebody who was being gross.
Yeah, so this comment on Reddit, I was like, yep. Conor McGregor not beating the literal fucking idiot allegations by sexually harassing Azealia Banks of all people while he's trying, which is currently happening, while he's trying to appeal a court judgment that found he raped a woman, which is currently what he is dealing with. Like of all the people you could be a total scumbag gobshit to, she is most likely to publicly put you on blast. He's also a right winger. And I just have to say though, the sun's like put on some sunscreen because like this man is so sunburned. And that's it.
Wow. Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention.
You're welcome. I almost sent it to you, and I was like, let me save this. If she doesn't send it to me in the next, because 3 days ago, I was like, I'll do it on the pod.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. All right, well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you for joining us. Tune in tomorrow for See You Next Tuesday. Wednesday, listen to my audio series, Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha on Pocket FM. Thursday, we've got Don't Blame Me. Good episode. Friday, a rousing episode of Fisting Friday. The last one you're getting for a week.
And the girls are on their summer vacay. We hope you enjoyed, and we will
circle back. Goodbye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Post-production by Coco Lorenz.
Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson.
And music by Ryan Hunter and Giacomo Picasso.
Look, we all know there are a lot of celebrity interview podcasts out there, but there's only one, Happy, Sad, Confused. I'm Josh Horowitz, and yeah, I'm the host of the show, so I'm a little biased, but truly Happy, Sad, Confused is the place for nerdy and intimate conversations with all your favorite actors and filmmakers. From Andrew Garfield and Scarlett Johansson to Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. For over 10 years and over 700 episodes, Happy, Sad, Confused has broken movie and TV news every single week. That's because I ask all the questions I want to know, and more importantly, you want to know. Casting what-ifs, backstage stories, acting pet peeves, and much more. So whether you're into superheroes, prestige TV, or just the coolest actors and directors alive, you're going to learn something in every episode. Listen to Happy, Sad, Confused on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Does music really have the power to heal? How can you instantly be more persuasive? What would the world be like if there were no bugs? These are the kind of topics we explore in every episode of my podcast called Something You Should Know. My name is Mike Carruthers, and what we do on Something You Should Know is we find leading experts and curate topics that will impact your life, satisfy your curiosity, or simply fascinate you, maybe all of the above. Out of all the millions of podcasts in the universe, Something You Should Know is usually ranked in the top 200 of all podcasts on Apple. A lot of people like Something You Should Know, and I'm willing to bet you will too. We deliver 3 episodes a week and have a catalog of over 1,000 shows for you to listen to. Give a listen to Something You Should Know, wherever you get your podcasts.
It's ticklish business any way you look at it. Come on, we'll stick together.
Love movies? Love classic movies? So do we. Ticklish Business is the podcast where classic film is discussed in modern times. Hosted by me, film journalist Kristen Lopez, and my co-host, author Emily Edwards, we dive into the golden age of cinema with fun, heart, and serious expertise. As published film historians and lifelong classic movie buffs, we bring insider insights, deep research, and lively debates with a variety of special guests, ranging from celebrities like Holly Madison to TCM luminaries Dave Karger and Eddie Muller, and even family members of old Hollywood legends. Subscribe now to Ticklish Business on your favorite podcast app, and let's talk about old Hollywood today.